Hi everyone. So for this module, which is Malaysia Indigenous Culture, our group going to be presented about Orang Sungai. Our group member are Kalista Putri Kurniawan, Catherine Rimba, Cynthia Dewi Sarjono, Ilona Jovita, Joan Amelia, and Muhammad Shafli Naufal.
Hi everyone. We're going to explain about the Malaysia indigenous culture uh, about Orang Sungai.
The first one is about their arts. The arts and the artifacts of the tribal people are clear and can be seen through their soft, unique architecture, visual arts, dance, values, and cultural system. And then the community is known for its fine handicraft and various motifs such as scarves, floating mats, embroidery rugs, fine woven fabrics in pillowcases, and traditional clothing. Orang Sungai traditional dance art consists of Sumazau, Tikas, Lilliput, Menangkup, Mogunatif, Mongigol, Sumundai, Runsai, Paina, and Sumayau. They are also often offered in the official assemblies or marriage assemblies in Sabah. And then the interesting works of art such as bridal gowns and bridal decorations made of colorful fabrics adorn the walls and palette of the house during the wedding. The dynamic martial arts are fine dance art that can be seen in a variety of dance moves, punctuation, buzzing, cringing, and summoning. All of these art activities were developed and passed on the younger generation of Orang Asli to ensure their sustainability and sustainability.
Sumazau. Sumazau dance is a traditional dance of the Kadazudusun tribe because Orang Sungai is included inside the Kadazan Dusun tribe. The dance was performed by the farmers who consisted of men and women in traditional clothing. The dance was performed with both hands raised to the level of the shoulders and fluttered like a bird wings in a slow and gentle rhythm. As the dancing of the hand fluttered out, the movement fluctuated like a flying bird. Kadazan dress is adorned with attractive pattern using gold thread. It is understood that this Kadazan shirt is very expensive when sold to customers. Next, Sumazau Papar, performed by a combination of female and male dancers. Kebalik. Sumazau Papar, performed by a combination of male and female dancers. Female dancers wore traditional Kadazan Dusun tribal clothing from the Papar district, with a bow placed on her head and colorful feathers on the bow called senandung. Female dancers wear headlights on their heads as well as scarves as known as sandals.
Sumajau Penampang is a traditional dance of Kadazan Dusun tribe. These dances are usually performed during festivals as well as paddy spirit worship ceremonies or bambazon. The dancers perform their dance in pairs. Both female and male dancers begin to dance in a gentle and slow rhythm, following the gongs dance. With the chisel of the male dancer, usually this signifies a change in dance pattern. The cuteness of this male dancer will further enhance the mood of the dance. The dress worn by the dancer was a black dress with a yellow gold stripe. The female dancer wears thongs, beams, and himpogots. The male dancer wears a cigar on the head. This dance is usually accompanied by a gong or wait. Titikas is a traditional dance. Is a traditional dance of orang Sungai in Kinabatangan area Sandakan. This dance usually danced to greet the arrival of guests of honor and also during the celebration. The movement of the hand during dancing is the same as the game Inki Inki. The musical instrument used to accompany this dance is known as titikas, gabang, pockets, and also gongs.
Next is Lilliput. Lilliput is a Bisaya ethnic dance in the Beaufort area. Lilliput is turned upside down. This dance is usually performed during the ceremony of expelling the evil spirit from one's body and restoring it. This ceremony will end only once the present spirit returns to his body. Next, Manangkuk. Manangkuk is performed by the Kadazandusun people of Kota Marudu in northern Sabah. The dancer will perform this dance using a plate placed on the palm of his or her hand. Manangkuk is performed by stretching the back without dropping the plate. If the plate falls, it shows a bad sign, especially when the dance is performed on the day of the wedding. Sometimes a candle will light up on the plate to make the dance more interesting.
Next is Mokonatic. Mokonatic is a dance performed by indigenous people from the interior of Sabah. The Mokonatic is derived from the word atip or roof, which means that pressing between two surfaces. The versatile dancers need good skill and agility to dance across the beaten bamboo to produce the sound and rhythm of the dance. This dance is performed during certain ceremonies in honor of the guests. The next is Ronsai dance. Ronsai is derived from the word makiang, also known as the mewet or memeau ceremony. It is believed that the dance practice has existed since the early 1930s and is a ceremony for a traditional medical purposes. This ceremony was practiced by orang Sungai who practiced the belief of animism. In the 1950s, the practice of performing dance was used a means of finding a maid, from the knitting ceremony to the determination of the delivery through the first by reciting the poem during the dance. Running dance is a traditional tribal dance by orang Sungai. The dance does not use any type of musical instrument except for the use of the voice during the rhythm and the sound of footsteps as they step and rotate one circle while holding hands.
Moving on to Mongol Sumundai. So this dance is sacred and Pitas region performed by the Rungus. Both were performed by the Rungus tribe. Both are offered at the same time at the festival period worship ceremonies. The dance is performed by 3 to 8 female dancers and led by male dancers. The female dancers will stretch their shoulder over each other and move their wrists in slow and gentle steps. The dress used by the female dancers is traditional clothing of the Rungus tribe, and the dance is accompanied by 4 gongs and a drum called tontok. Moving on to the Sumayau Mongigol Tuaran. So, Sumayau Mongigol Tuaran is a spirited dance by the Dusun Lotut tribe in Tuaran district. It is usually performed by during the Raimana, which is head worship ceremony, Magahau, it's a Tajau spirit worship ceremony, and Sumayau presented more than 8 pairs of black men with long sleeve and a long scarf around the neck. The female dancers wore bird feathers on the head, while the male dancer wore cigar. The female dancer moved their feet slowly, while the male dancer stand and shake their leg or small bells attaching to their clothing. And for the last dance is Paina. Paina is a Kadazan tribal dance from Membakut. It was presented during the Thanksgiving ceremony for the rice spirit. It is usually performed by a group of men and women. The dress worn by the female dancer is black with a bright and glittering button, while the male dancer wears a cigar on the head and a hangai hanging from the neck. For the last arts for the Orang Sungai, they have a variety kind of handcrafts products. So first of all, there is tudung saji, and then there is tikar mengkuang, and sulaman, and then tenun, and also they have tekad.
So these are some video of Orang Sungai traditional dance as well as their handcraft.
Masyarakat Murut amat bertuah kerana memiliki seorang adik guru dalam seni kraft dan tenunan, iaitu Puan Dain Sing Darum.
Yang pinongkolog ini, pakaian lelaki atau perempuan, kalau ada kawin ataupun menyambut tetamu, yang kanduri-kanduri lah yang tertentu baru boleh pakai. Kalau yang biasa-biasa tidak boleh, sebab kalau kena kutur, kalau kena suci selalu kan boleh luntur, pudar dia punya warna. Yang cawat ini memang kalau tiada pinongkolog ini, inilah kami pakai dulu. Tapi kebanyakan ini untuk dulu yang pulang magayo.
Kami amat tertarik dengan keunikan corak dan motif pada setiap tenunan etnik Murut Tengala ini. Rupa-rupanya ada beberapa peringkat untuk menghasilkan corak tenunan.
Paling senang dibuat kalau asas penyiring dia. Sudah itu baru kau ambil dia punya bunga yang corak yang besar. Tapi mula-mula sawat. Sawat itu mengikut apapun kau belajar boleh jadi. Sudah sawat itu baru pinungu langsat. Maksud pinungu langsat itu membawa rezeki. Itu yang kedua saya belajari. Sudah itu baru linau, tinudungan di lain, macam-macam. Ratusan juga jenis dia.
Keunikan etnik Murut Tengala ini bukan hanya setakat pada seni kraft dan pakaiannya. Bahasa pertuturan mereka juga memiliki keunikan yang tersendiri.
Kalau kita pergi kawan, boleh terdadangan tanah. Kalau dia bilang kita makan, boleh terpengakan. Kalau dia bilang mari kita minum, minum itu. Begitu. Tapi mau lembut sedikit lah. Kalau dia bilang mari kita minum. Wah, minum itu. Macam cerita kawan punya lah bahkan. Terima kasih ini ya sukul. Sukul.
Dari bahasa pertuturan, pakaian dan hiasan, sememangnya etnik Murut Tengala memiliki banyak keunikan yang mampu menarik minat perhatian luar, ibarat permata di belantara Sabah.
Selamat pagi, Malaysia.
That's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.